Well, let's continue here tonight. The body of Khayalethu Magadla, who fell into a manhole while playing with friends in Soweto, was found near Eldorado Park Cemetery yesterday. The 6-year-old boy has been missing for 21 days. That's about 3 weeks after falling into a manhole near his home in Gamini in Soweto. Well, let's talk about then the search operations by the city and most importantly, the issue of liability. We're joined by Joburg MMC for Public Service Safety, that is, David Tembe. Mr. Tembe, good evening to you. Thank you so much for coming into studio tonight. It's a devastating time for the family, and we saw the amount of work that you as the city put into recovering Khayalethu's body. So this is... it's not good news for anyone, including the rescuers.
Yes, of course, it was strenuous. I mean, if it goes as far as 21 days, of course, even the EMS, Urban Search and Rescue, they were a bit tired, but we have to motivate them and say, we have to, because myself and Dr. Palazzi, the mayor, we made a commitment to the family that we will find the child.
The big question, of course, is why are little 6-year-olds still falling into manholes?
Yes, for me, it is the competency of the manholes lies with Joburg Water. So Joburg Water are the one who can answer that question.
But surely it can't be that easy to rid yourself of any responsibility, liability. Ultimately, public safety falls under your jurisdiction. That's part of the reason why you had some of your officials out there searching for little Khayalethu. And so when you, as the public safety department, sees the problem of open manholes in the city, what do you do about it?
Yeah, I'm submitting a report probably tomorrow to all the MMCs and the mayoral committee so that they can have a look at it. My recommendation is that we must use technology to ensure that whenever a person tamper with the manholes, then it will report direct to our command center that is at JMPD so that we respond immediately and arrest those people. My problem is that we never invested much on technology. We still believe that every person that you deploy there will be able to. And we've got so many manholes that we can't have enough people to be on each and every manhole. But with technology, we'll be able to respond immediately.
According to the mayor, there are around 1.3 million manholes in the city of Joburg. And at this point, how many of those are opened? Do we know?
No, we don't know how many are open because when they were busy there are some other manholes that we are not aware of and that were not in the map.
But isn't that a problem? Because, you know, the issue of the danger of open manholes is something that has been with the city for a long time, for many, many years, even before the current mayor was mayor.
Yes, of course. You'll remember that in 2004, while the mayor was still, the ex-mayor is Masondo, Amos Masondo. We had this problem. Remember at Dube about the Karabogwala issue? He fell into the manholes. It took us 8 days to get the body of Karabogwala at the same place where we got this one.
And that's precisely why I'm asking why even to date, despite the fact that we have a record of young children that have lost their lives after falling into these manholes, the city still doesn't have an audit of how many of them are open. And there doesn't seem to be any clear direction in terms of how we're going to stop, you know, the killing of young 6-year-olds.
You're right, because you said I'm responsible of the safety of the community of the city. Yes, you're right. And that's why I said I'm going to put it to the mayoral committee so that we ensure that we use technology. So it is different at the position that I am right now. I'm able to make an influence because I'm part of the executive that make a decision.
What are you going to be submitting as part of this report? Yes, I hear you talking about the deployment of technology to pick up when, some of the lids have been tampered with. But where will you even start if you don't know how many manholes are open?
Yes, it's because I have to work with Joburg Water so that we know how many manholes we have. In fact, there's a process that is happening now at Joburg Water whereby there's a trial of having technology on the manholes.
But without an audit, how do you know how big the problem you're facing is?
No, we're going to do the audit. We'll do the audit.
Why is it that this is not information that is readily available to officials of the city?
Which information, if I may ask?
The number of open manholes that we have. Why is that something that's not readily available?
Yeah, as you know that we've got this infrastructure vandalism. It is worse right now because every now and then the robots are not working because of vandalism, and the manholes now they take because of the metal that they want, and we have to deal with it, and we are busy with it. And remember, we're only here for 5 months. And we're going to deal with it. We can't say the previous administration, we are here. We are responsible for the safety of the community of the city.
The community says that they had raised several complaints about the manholes, the open manholes with the city. The last I checked, the mayor said that they would still need to verify that that was indeed the case. What do you say to this family tonight that has lost their child as a result of incompetence by either yourselves as the city of Joburg or Joburg Water? Either way, it is an entity or officials of the state that have failed this family.
Yes, that's why I said I'm going to submit a report of what we have done for the last 21 days, so that, because everything that we have to put in there, it's scientific, and we are going to propose that we have the use of technology. That will be the answer. That's what I'm going to submit.
Will this include having deadlines for how soon this technology can be employed? The last thing we want is you and I sitting across from the table from each other talking about another 6-year-old who's lost their lives.
Yes, but we are busy with it. We are busy. We just started. The issue of the technology, that's the way to go. And what I like very much is that the private sector came out and said that we are here to assist you in terms of technology.
All right, we'll leave it there for tonight. David Tembe is the MMC for Public Safety. You heard some of the interventions that his department will be working on going forward. All right, and certainly, of course, we continue to extend condolences to the family of Khayalethu Magadla.